really excited to see if these two girls can come in and start where they left off.
So round 6 continues. Carlton taking on Geelong. Moody does a ruck work against Karras, who's into the Geelong side this afternoon. McDonald to get the first takeaway for them. Send them inside 50. And McWilliams has taken the mark on the chest. Wants to move the ball quickly. Goes deep forward, wanted Barber. She couldn't latch onto it. And Harrington with hands to pound. They look to clear to the outer side of the ground. And Mimi Hill, we spoke about pre-game, couldn't quite get the footy. And McDonald with some strong tackling.
Well, we spoke about Carlton's slow starts. It's going to be very interesting to see if we do see a shift in the intensity and the pressure and the intent of this Blues outfit in this opening quarter.
Ivy in there too, trying to win the footy. Webster is tackled straight away. The home fans want a free kick. They're not going to get it. And Moody will go again. Moody's had a good year, really lifted her rating this year and impacting the contest. Very good below her knees for someone so tall. Long hand pass comes out. He'll under pressure again. Looks to go the 1-2. Loins back into the side, drop the footy. McDonald's been everywhere early. And Prasparkas, the cool head, looks to spot up a target. And it's Gibbs who can run away, has one bounce of the footy. Loads up inside 50. No one really back there. O'Day will do the running against Goring, and the boundary line, probably a good result for O'Day in the end. Gives the umpire a little wry look there, perhaps wanting deliberate.
Smart. He's a professional.
So the rucks get set. Gibbs doing the ruck work in the forward line for the Blues. Carries everyone, so the midfielders had to get out of the way. Has to hit the deck before they touch it or it's an infringement. McDonald tackled, but able to get it on the boot. Gibbs has Van der Heuvel for company. G, a little hand pass out to Prasparkas. Good pressure early by Geelong. G just throws it on the boot. Loins backing back into the pack, all carriage as usual. And Goring just goes with a check side to try and keep it in the boundary line. And McWilliams off hands and over the line.
Well, that's what you love to see, isn't it, from Katie Loyne? She's just so courageous. She's in and under everything, no matter where it is around the ground, and she's a very welcome addition to this side today.
Front spot, Moody, tapped down, bounced off Prasparkas. Loyne sits the deck. Van der Heuvel sat on the footy, it spat out the back. And Prasparkas can send them inside 50 again. Wants Vesio, does some good body work initially, then gave the Donagi to a teammate in the end, G, who wants to spot up a target inside.
It was the fend off on the teammate that got it for me.
Get out of my way, G. There's not much of G. She probably is a little easy to fend off, fair to say. And Rankin clears the footy to Crockett Grills. Told to go now, goes down the line looking for Cranston, carries her head. Barber keeps her feet. Hosking near the boundary line. It does well to keep it in. Goring was there too. She's got 4 around her. Underground hand pass. Pound doing the tackling work. And the umpire will come in and ball it up. Karras over the top. Used that leap. Held on to it without it. Perhaps Higgins. Ball flinging one way then the other. Prasparkas. Over the top of Webster. Might win it back here. She's got Plain in there. Plain tackle without the footy. The umpires are letting it go here. At least they're being consistent. Hosking sells a bit of candy, then looks inside. But the Geelong captain McDonald's there to pick it off.
Gee, Grace Egan's been good for the Blues this year. Just her ability to be clean below the knees and get that handball out to Hosking. It's really good in their ability to then drive the ball forward inside 50.
Darby, good vision to Kerrick. Goes for McWilliams. Doesn't quite have enough juice on it. Cranston with the hand pass back. Taylor down the line. And they've got O'Connor, who wants to move it quickly because has Crockett Grills over the top. This is good ball movement by Geelong. They've got players streaming inside 50. Brown's one of them. Is not going to quite get to her though. Pack forms. Ball at the deck. McWilliams gets the hand pass off. Comes out to Webster. Can she reel it in and have a shot? Can she slot there first? She has. Sensational work by Beck Webster after some wonderful movement of the footy by Geelong.
Well, it was sensational two-way running from Crockett-Grills, and then just their ability to release the handball over to Webster. And it's the Cats that strike first, Joe. Once again, we've highlighted the slow starts from Carlton. They had a lot of the play, but just couldn't make it count on the scoreboard, and the Cats do the first damage.
So the perfect start for them. Egan in the middle for the Blues. Under pressure, gets the hand pass off. Hill. Send the Blues inside 50, but McDonald able to take the easy chest mark in the end. Their number one intercept player. Ivy and Brown trying to work it out at Plain. Swamped in a tackle by Garner. And Pin for holding the footy. Been impressed with Geelong's pressure early. As Garner spears a pass to O'Connor. Looks inside. McAvoy's chopped it off, though. She was looking for Van der Heuvel. McAvoy just pokes it over the top. Will end up in the hands of Plain. Hand pass off to Egan. Looking inside 50 will carry the intended targets. The boundary line might be the safest place for the Geelong defenders, or they decide to move it by hands, and Kerrick with a switch to the other side of the ground. Maloney dropped it, but had time and support with Crockett-Grills. And Garner takes the mark. Looks down the middle, has a couple of options. Too much on it, though, for Karras. Van der Heuvel couldn't reel it in. Brazzali. Hand pass off to McAvoy, back to Brazzali. Looking for Vesio. Ivy with some work to do. Gets a hand pass off to Kerrick. She's under pressure from Stevens. Ball bumbles away. Kerrick goes again. Loses her feet. Leaves it for Goring. Stevens still chasing hard. And she reeled it in here. Stevens be unlucky if the umpire pins her for it. And doesn't. Decides on a ball up.
It's frantic stuff, Joe. Let's get down to Sammy Lane on the boundary with an update.
Yeah, Abby, and Joe, interested in this Blues opening term so much. It's been put to me by the club that they're not a natural group of self-starters. They just need that prodding. And perhaps Chloe Dalton and Sarah Hosking, who are no longer on the list, were that sort of energetic firecracker type in the dynamic. So they'll be trying everything. Daniel Harford's acknowledged it's a huge problem, so we keep our eyes peeled.
Yeah, thanks, Sammy. And you add in Brooke Walker to that group as well. They've certainly lost some speed through the centre of the ground, haven't they, Joe?
They certainly have, and it showed at times this year. It's Geelong who'll move it forward again. Barber to jump against Laloifi. Laloifi too good. Got it to McAvoy. And they look to clear to the outer side of the ground. Brazzali will have Garner for company. It spots up Prasparkas all alone. Geelong won't want to see that too often. Well, actually, it's been reversed here. Holding on behind play. And Brazzali's given it away. It'll go back to Garner. So on the outer wing here at Icon Park, Garner keeps it very low. Difficult for Brown. Right in her back pocket was Guerin. So Webster for Geelong, the only goal kicker. O'Connor now in the ruck. Slaps it towards the boundary. Hosking burrows through a couple and then throws it on the boot. Stevens underneath. Had a couple of bites. Umpire said there were hands in there. Play on. Goring was in her back pocket. O'Connor again goes towards the boundary line. Van der Heuvel spills the footy. Egan under pressure gets it to Loynes. Meg Mack in the way again. That's the third time for Geelong she's cut that one off. Would be coming back in her direction. Oh, she's kicked it straight back to Loynes. The co-captain, 34 years. Petrevski-Seton at the fall of the footy. Gibbs, goalward, Vesio, best position, she'll play on, bang, she's got Carlton's first.
Well, this woman needs a big game today, doesn't she? Taylor Harris is out of the side, being managed. So she's the senior leader, I should say, in this side. She's 5 seasons deep in the AFLW and she kicks Carlton's first. Well, once again, it's Maddie Petrevski-Seton at the fall of the footy. And just a long kick right into the breadbasket of Darcy Vesio, who needs a big game today. Her partner in crime, Taylor Harris, is missing from this side, and she started very well, kicking Carlton's first.
Yeah, she squares the ledger. We've heard about their slow starts. They've only kicked 1-2 in the previous 5 first quarters. And they look to move the ball quickly through the middle now as Harrington bursts through. O'Day has it punched away by McDonald. McKay into the middle. She might get it back here from Loynes. Hand past about 10 centimetres. Back to O'Day. And they look to use a little bit of run. Gearin goes long again. Stevens, Goring. Vesio lurking. Can she have 2 in a minute? She does. Vesio's a star. She likes it over the back, Vesio. That's her bread and butter, really. She's got some good speed, quick off the mark, and made the most of it for 2 in a minute.
Well, she's having a sensational season so far, isn't she, Darcy Vesio? Her second goal from pretty much that exact same spot. She loves it over the back. And Jess, it's important to point out, we spoke about their slow starts, but this is the first time since round 2 against the Dogs that the Blues have managed goals in the opening term.
Incredible to think, isn't it? They've jumped along now. The momentum's really shifted in the last few minutes. Now towards O'Day. Under pressure. McKay back to Loynes. She's tackled. That's going to be holding the footy. They need to keep up this pressure all day, Geelong, if they're a chance. Garner climbs up with the footy. Told to go. Just go long down the middle. And Gearin able to take the mark over Taylor. Waving for a lead, and in the end, just goes to Vesio. Why wouldn't you? She's got front spot. Hands off, Plain, picked up the footy. She goes for the check side. They're on fire, Carlton now. And that Plain just joins the party. Some good front and centre work. Bender.
Well, this is exactly the start that they needed, isn't it? It was an excellent effort from Darcy Vesio just to compete and bring the ball to ground for this woman on screen, Nat Plain. What a finish. What a side. They started very, very well here at Icon Park this afternoon, Joe.
They certainly have. Geelong kicked the first, but since then, it's 3 to the Blues. McKay from the centre. Hands wide, looking for Petrevski-Seton. Rankin putting the pressure on. Finds Pound. Wider to O'Day. Kick partially smothered. McDonald, a little toe poke. Wasn't quite what she wanted, but the umpire said it was far enough to Maloney. And they're looking to move here through McWilliams. Cranston will have to stop and prop. In front of Laluifi does. Has a couple of players running in front. Barber, can she get the hands off? Oh, slips for her fingers at the opportune moment. Garner, though, back to Cranston. Just bends it around her body. Unbelievable stuff. So Cranston, we spoke about her pre-game, for her to lift her rating. We know how dangerous she is around goal, and that's the kind of stuff she can do. A good answer for Geelong after they've let 3 slip through for the Blues.
Well, this is the perfect example of why we said pre-game that we wanted the ball in the hands of Rocky Cranston more throughout this afternoon. 2 very quick disposals in the space of about 10 seconds, and she slots the Cats' second goal. So very impressive start.
I thought they'd mucked it up their abs.
Yeah.
But it slipped through Barber's fingers. She'll be happy that it went through in the end. McKay off the back of the pack. A little shove from Crockett Grills. Umpire said it was okay. Sparkus flung out of there. Egan. Crockett Grills sends them inside 50, and it's Barber this time.
Really
who takes it on her chest.
Really good. She's just got the eyes darting
Not
there.
sure about the distance. Goes to Webster. She loads it up. It's off to the left. And 3 for 1 behind.
Some really good ball movement there, though. That was pretty much a kick straight inside 50 from the centre bounce.
So the Blues bring it in to Moody. Stretches those long arms. Thought about going to gear and went there in the end, but almost the opportunity had gone. Shuffles it along towards Egan. She's swamped. And the umpires said it was a push in the back.
Yeah, that was unfortunate there just to give away the free kick, but I have been really impressed with the pressure, the defensive effort from these forwards. Last week they only had the 1 tackle inside 50, did the Cats, so really good start.
And they're out now, the Blues. They look to run. Kick over the top to Prasparkas. Hills continued if she wants it. Goes a little further to Plain. Looks inside 50, very wide, but hits O'Day low down. She'll have eyes darting for the next contest. Once Stevens carries her head, almost laid in the arms of Vesio, who goes back to do the tackling work on Karras. McKay trying to burst through. Well, got through a couple. The goal when it goes, I just thought it might bounce through. It doesn't matter anyway.
Yes, unfortunately, just very obvious hands in the back there, but that was a great passage of play from Carlton, wasn't it? Just hitting targets. It's nice and slow and composed in the build-up, and that's what I think we will see from them going forward today.
Hands out towards Moody. Over Karras. Pull it out of her fingers. Can they get another late one? Moody to the hot spot. Players will fight. Over the back, Gibbs. Couldn't reel it in, can now. Partially smothered by McDonald. And it's over the boundary line. So less than a minute to go in this opening term. Gibbs to go against Karras. Karras gets front spot. Taps it down. Prasparkas. Off to Egan, has a little time and space, floats it in the air. Which way is this going to bounce? Away from goal. Vesio tries a little dance. Gibbs unopposed. Doesn't get much easier than that, and the Blues have got their 4th. Who says Carlton can't play a good first quarter?
It's a bit like that, isn't it? It's very clearly been spoken about during the week, I think, and they've come out with a vengeance here this afternoon.
So Carlton have kicked 4 straight. Geelong got the opener. The Blues kicked the next 3. And then it's been one each apiece, but they've certainly blown out the Cobsworth Blues.
They have, haven't they? I think this slow start was something that has been spoken about during the week, Joe, and they really wanted to turn the tide on that.
They certainly responded today. Over the head of O'Day. Able to get it back, though. They could get another one here as they go inside 50 towards Vesio. Gets the hand pass off to Egan. Ball spills out. And the quick clearing kick by Ivy. Prasparkas taps it down. Could get it back, has Williams for company. Moody. Ball flings out in the end. She just goes to punch for it wide. Gehring. The dying seconds. Geelong will have the free kick. But won't be able to do much with the footy. What an opening term here at Icon Park.
Yes, well, the Blues, they needed a strong opening quarter, and that is exactly what they have produced. They lead the Cats 4 goals straight, 24 to 2 goals, 1-13 at quarter time.